free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Reach Whitechapel. Must rest somewhere to upgrade. Where is the Whitechapel? Oh my! Whole town. I will die until I go there. Let's check. What is this hideout? I must go to the hideout. Hi. They respawn already. I know it. Let me see. Give me blood, you rats. Ooh, red blood. What the heck? Good heck. It came from. Oh, this man saved him. I'm a vampire and a good soul.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Give me something. Hello? Let's go.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down
What
first.
English accent?
Please, take a deep breath and tell me your
Londonian?
name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your
out.
friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
What? Where is that Oswald here? Here is. Headache. Treatment for headache. I don't have a treatment. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Keenin?
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Ihanit, are you playing The Last of Us? Still? Tomorrow is my day for Last of Sunday, Last of Us Day. What? Can I go there? No. Let's explore. Ooh, shillings. Oh, I wait a day when PS5 will load this like in 2 seconds. With that powerful SSD. Oh man, this lasts 20 seconds and more. The scene transitions. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Shut up. You still haven't been playing games in general lately, but you still like tech, yes. Who will not like the Last of Us factions? Oh, I can't wait for that day when PS5 and factions on PS5. I must go to hospital and try to upgrade. You're getting tired of the toxic online, MP. Yes, but because of that I'm playing one per week, and it's can be funny sometimes, but one per week is enough. Not just LOL. Toxic multiplayer community. Yeah. You see, I play single player games. Cause too much stress. Yes. Yes, cause too much stress, but because of that we are also playing. That is like dope. Multiplayer games is like that. You hate them, but something keep you playing them, you know? Oh, my office. Where is my... What the heck? Oh, I can go outside and climb. Beautiful. Serums. Can I have... Oh, yes. $60 blood points. Cure for cold. Okay, but I... Oh. Okay. Not bad. Can I upgrade? Stun points. Stamina. Birthday coming up in a couple days. Oh, nice. So, I think you will make a party and drink. Oh, I need used machine to upgrade. 2025. 58, 82. Common handle part. Lead plate. You hate getting old? Ah, what to do, what to do. That is the life. Don't think about that. Play games. Oh, you mean a party? Yes, you're right. Not too crowded party if you have a few friends, 6 packs of beer and something to eat, and that is, if you know they are not sick, definitely. Spring, wait. Right. What to upgrade? Shadow mist. What is this? Shadows surround their prey to make them explode after a countdown. Endure anything in range. Really needle. Oh. You like parties? Oh yes, sometimes, but the best is barbecue parties. In backyard, you know, I love that type of parties. Beer, barbecue, good music, talks, you know, that is relaxing. Not overcrowded parties, you know, like club, over 200 people and, you know. Oh man, 1,000 points for this. What the heck to upgrade? More health. Okay. Aggressive. These clouds. I don't have points. Oh, I spend it. Oh. What is this? Autophagy. It was to kill normal and great damage. Hmm. Yes, I love barbecue. If you would have strength to enjoy yourself at the party. Job killing me, but the pay is good. So yes, that is like always what to do. To have more money or have more enjoyment, but you know, balance is the best way. If you know for what you are working, you know, over hours and that stuff, and you know now that you will buy your PlayStation 5. That is a good motivation. What the heck? Serious? Stable. Reach Whitechapel. Oh man. Let me see. Where is that? Oh, close. Over this bridge. Very much indeed. Yes, I'm right, definitely. So all of that stuff leads us to go to work and then buy something, you know, to enjoy. That is the life on this planet. Oh, you rather watch movies? Yes, I watch yesterday a good series, but I forget. Wait, let me check what is called. I have it. I found the name. I watched series Raised by Wolves. Did you watch that? It's a very good series about androids on planet raising children. Very interesting story.
It's locked.
And I saw this new movie, Greenland, that is like, wait me to write name. Wait. Oh. This is the name of series. It's very interesting. That is like, producer is a Ridley Scott, the man who make, I think, Terminator or Aliens, director. Curfew. Oh, in this game we have also curfew. And also good movies came out a few days ago. This one, apocalyptic movie about, check this, Greenland, now in cinemas. It's a very nice movie. I mean, if you like that is what I watched lately, so it's good series and good movie. I mean, not bad. Hello? Anybody at the home? Nothing. You know ways to build energy backup? You mean life energy? When you're exhausted? You mean like that?
It's closed.
Oh, knock on the heaven's door.
Turn around, sir.
Turn around, sir. Oh my gosh.
It's closed.
You must eat good food, like if you work hard, you must to have energy. Eat like meat, boosting your energy. The meat is best, but slowly digesting and brings you to sleep, you know. Then you must to sleep if you eat a lot of meat. So the best is like fruit cocktails. Mix all the fruit, bananas, orange, you know, kiwi, everything of that, and then drink that. And the best is sleep, but if you want to fast boost up, like cocktail of orange, fresh orange juice. Like all mix them in blender and then pour in a glass. And so if you have a blender, just put bananas, orange, kiwi, what you have of fruit, and then blend it and like drink fresh. And that is a good booster and very refreshment. Leech! A leech! What? Wait. Make 8 fruits in the smoothie. Wonder how it's it. Try first try with the fruits you like. Taste like 3-4 fruits. Pour a little bit of water. You know. Always pour 1 glass of water, then cut fruits, and you know the order. And then that is the good energy booster. Definitely. And one more energy, a little booster, it's coffee. If you drink coffee, but not drink too much. It's not healthy to drink a lot of coffee, but if you want to sleep and you must work, just coffee can boost you. And fruit juice, and that is the combination. Yes, that is the formula. Definitely. Yes, energy drinks is not too healthy, you know, if you drink every time. You have in energy drinks you have similar plants like coffee, which boosts you. So that plant is not a coffee name. That other name I forget how that plant's called, and they do similar job like coffee. Make you just you don't want to sleep in a period of time. But like I said, the best way is to make a fruit juice, and that will boost you a lot. What? I did switch my weapon. That's blood. In long term, energy drinks are not good. You know that? It is like...
This lock's alright.
Very... two of them. Oh my...
It's closed. There's safer places to be than here. Step away, sir.
Step away, sir. Okay, but you're on my... Oh. Oh. Roger, whoa. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he have a shield. This will be hard. No. Oh man. Can you die? My gosh. You just have to eat better. Yes, that is quality of eating, you know, no? Fruits, vegetables, barbecued meat is better than other stuff like pizza and other things. Fish, chicken, white chicken meat, breasts, you know, on barbecue are the best.
This lock's alright.
We have something hidden here. Oh, yes. What we have here? Curfew. Like Corona, my gosh, this game. Okay, let me... Okay. There is 9 meters.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Find and talk to Darius Petrescu. That is Romanian surname. Okay. Oh, here. Your army needs you. Okay. Your king and the country need you. Everyone need me. Hideout is on the other side.
You just keep drinking until you collapse. Derelict.
You have a mask like Corona?
Fuck you all! Stop it now, Albert. Stop it! I'll end up with another drunk arsehole in the streets. Not me.
You know, right? You see Corona mask? There is like oh, there is a
Swap cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
this game have a good atmosphere, like music surrounding. Nice.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Bronchitis. How to investigate actions?
Nobody at home.
Oh,
I cannot enter.
you cannot enter from there. Let's go make. Where is my? Wait. Where is my hideout? On others. Two of these guys are my How to enter? Come on, Spanish flu? That's the same like COVID. Do not call in public. Alright. How to go? Oh man. Both ways are locked. How to get there? I go through doors? No. Am I missing something here?
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
This is a
Good
cellar.
evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Oh my lord. Sodium. Alright, Stigor. Oh, you have to take care of something. Take it easy, man. Thank you, man, for stopping by. See you. Have a nice day or night. Keep yourself, and everything will be fine. Bye-bye, man. What I need? Okay.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine, thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
Pale and tired. No.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Maybe. How to enter this? Let's go somewhere.
I will return later.
So no other entry level to this house, definitely. Merchant. About what I can. Come on.
It's locked, all right.
I get it. How they think to investigate him? Dorothy is there. Only way is this door.
There's nobody here.
Oh, like this, I must wait a little bit. Okay.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Okay.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Nearby the church. Okay. Let's find where is the church.
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake. I prefer not to give you another beating, Baron.
guard the freedom of us all. Well, who is this?
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
It's healthy.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Trinkets and more. New investigation. Oh.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
New character?
Right then. Show me what you have.
And are you a
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist. I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town.
Yeah?
Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Nothing open here. Is this room?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Many people must deal with poverty, but not all choose to sell their bodies. That was your decision.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what, or when you were going to eat?
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, where is that guy? What?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Come on.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
I've been touched by God's grace. I am perfectly healthy.
Yes, he.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Oh my God.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, But where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher, a small-time Torquemada, the Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Come on, where is that guy?
Action against malevolence and trickery. You are blinded by your false
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reid, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with glue. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
It's locked, all right.
Let's see that. Escalon Club. What the heck? Rare species of vampires. Oh man. What the heck? Bloody letter. Let me check everything. Maybe I find a clue. Little boy, where is...
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Oh, I don't have a treatment. I will come back.
I will see you later. Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reid. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reid. It's the living I'm afraid of.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Revive me? Oh my gosh, where is that guy?
Cheap price, good quality.
The walls of your home will not protect you, for there is no protection against trickery.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But Perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reid.
Dr. Reid, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
Oh, man.
I will see you later. I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
Yes, you're right.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay, let's first make cure and help to these people. But where this garbage going? Oh my gosh.
I cannot enter.
Why I can't enter?
It's locked.
What the heck? What happens? Where I must enter now? I need my hideout. I want to produce that cures. What the people? TJ with a shot. Hi, man. Oh my god. What we have here? Horse shillings. Oh, this is my hideout? I need this. Codeine. I need codeine, 2 of them. Can I? Spring, grease. common handle part. How? How to upgrade some? Common lead plate. Oh, I need codeine. Can you die, mother? Okay. So we have a coding. Now this house is a separate area, must load. I will go now to cure that boy and that journalist. Okay.
I cannot enter.
Cannot enter by that side again.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
I need codeine.
Good evening, my dear
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Oh, man. So that door. Okay, I must make that cure for that tough guy. Maybe. Then I have his attention. Is what I need. That cure. I must to kill journalist, the tough guy, and his son. I think I have enough. Okay, let's go.
Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
This is only the beginning.
No, go back. Where?
You again? What do you want this time?
He's healthy.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. And people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak, and there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
So this guy is sick then?
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
He's healthy. Whoever.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Taking out your anger on others is nothing but cowardice. And colossi are quite famous for tumbling down.
We've all had some rough times, haven't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody will be fool enough to stand against the wet boot boy.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
So, May I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this, but you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you...
I'm not...
Goodbye, young man.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
I'm cheap and I'm cute.
You will all be judged for your sins. Even now, he judges your words and actions.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I...
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
I forget who have a bronchitis. My... Influenza? Where?
Angel made flesh. Its own beauty and grace. Whitechapel is not just disease, desert.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Oh.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Oh, yeah.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Camellia?
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life.
What can you tell?
Not much.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a...
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate.
Most people fail to understand my
May I ask what you're doing at this?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a...
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the secret...
But are you not afraid of...
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish...
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel...
If some misfortune came...
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
I understand your need for solitude.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Oh my gosh, huge is. Find the mailbox. The terrorist most beloved children.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Silence?
Tell me about Richard Nivicott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well. Goodbye, then.
Let's go back. Vampyr wants to enter to the church. What a nonsense.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Maybe later.
Pay me a glass and I'll be quick.
Come on, help me.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure.
No, I don't.
Dreams are soaked with glue.
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake. I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett. You again? What do you want?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
It's locked.
I must drink blood from rats. Oh, that is embarrassing for one vampire. Okay, let's see. This is my hideout. $600. Oh my God. Oh, that is Darius Petrescu. Must go.